can sleep after 10 p.m. and sleeping heals all your health and morale.
Oh, that's so good to
That's
know.
really good to know.
Oh, we're in. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, yeah, the body's on the ground.
Just a corpse on the ground. Hey, everybody.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome to another episode of this.
Yeah, we're excited to be back and giving it another shot.
So many of you were really excited about us playing this that we were like, okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess we will.
And as you said like earlier, Momo, it's like really buoying to have you all chatting with us. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. I enjoyed that. So we're having another look, and we are shifting our schedule around a little bit as well.
Yes.
So next time this comes out, you might see it more like midweekish.
Yeah. Just a heads up.
But anyway, we're looking at this body on the
I don't
ground.
remember any of the fucking buttons. Okay. What are we doing?
Yes.
We've got thoughts. Now, somebody warned us that we don't want to internalize every thought because we've only got these slots.
And we can't get rid of them.
And it costs, I think they said it costs skill points to
Remove them?
forget things.
Okay.
Obviously, we should get the Lonesome Way Home so that we learn where we live. And we've already got that one. This one here gives us more empathy towards Kim Kutsuragi.
I think that's probably a great idea.
I think that would be really good to do, but we can't do it at the moment anyway, so we've just got to keep going with
We
that
need
one.
to know where we live.
We do need to know where we live, especially seeing it's costing us like $1 million to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
What is my cat doing? She's being super cute. Let her do it. She's never slept under the covers before.
Really? This is super cute. She's getting under the, Momo's cat is getting under the covers. I've lifted them up a little bit. Is this good? She might not like it when I drop them.
She does normally, in the afternoon, she sleeps in like a dark place.
Oh my gosh.
Because on like, you guys don't care about this, but whatever, I'm telling you anyway. On my couch, I set her up with like a blanket over the end of the couch so that she's got a little tent that she can hide in, which is probably what she's looking for right now.
Oh. Okay. All right, we'll let her do her
She
thing,
keeps
eh?
getting desperate. We can set her something up. But it's not too sunny in that corner.
No.
Okay, and I feel like at the end of the last episode we had like a skill point to spend or something.
Oh, yes, and I don't think we did that. Did we, or did we do it?
I don't know.
The other, just while I'm thinking about it, friends, these episodes are likely to be longer than our normal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think we're sort of just wanting to enjoy the story play out and make sure that we get a good chunk in.
Yeah, and just because it takes quite a while for something to happen.
Also, I found when we were playing, as you were sort of making your way through, it just went fast. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
real time, but it felt like it went quickly. I'm snacking, friends, on cheese balls.
So, what do we want to put more points into? We could save them for now and just, like, not worry.
Shall we save it?
Hunches and gut feelings.
I did have a thought around the art. Because, there was one around seeing art in the world or something like that. Was it conceptualization at the top right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Understand creativity, see art in the world. Interesting. Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. Have we got one that's like a... Yes, okay, that we've got like convince people of things.
Savoir faire at the bottom. Could be handy.
Sneaking. Oh, yeah.
Because that's, I think, what we failed on when we tried to leave the...
And
we
we're
tried
only
to sneak away.
one in that. We must have some sort of disadvantage. Yeah, we've got -2 in there at the moment from our items because we're wearing such a ridiculous outfit.
Which is why when we tried to sneak away, we actually just shot ourselves backwards. And
I like getting that, and maybe next time we could get something that was like physical. Like,
yeah, what's shivers, by the way?
Tune into the city. And we've got threatening people. I don't want that one. Flex powerful muscles. Shrug off pain. and take blows.
Okay, cool.
Those
So
are all kind of
shall we do
potentially
savoir
useful.
faire now? And
Yeah.
nice.
Cool. Accept changes in clothes. All right, here we go. What the fuck are we supposed to be doing now? We've got a million quests.
We do, but I did wonder, just having a thought off the back of what we were doing last time, we could go use Kim's car radio and call the lady that found the body.
Oh, yeah. So we've got to track down our gun.
Well, yeah.
Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the union, or some local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Whirling's absent bartender.
Oh, so there's another reason to call her.
You could also ask at the local pawn shop. Okay, so we've got a quest to sing karaoke. Don't care about that. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reporting the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea to where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using... so that's what you were suggesting.
Who's the missing bartender? Yeah.
Ask around about tattoos. Track down your badge. Pay the damages at the... Aha! We tried to ask for extra funds and we failed.
We got laughed down.
Ask around for money. Great. Where's the rest of the armour? The hangman's armour seems to be missing. Find out what happened to it. The kid throwing rocks at the corpse seems to be a good place to start. Ask Kuno.
Well, maybe
Kuno thinks that we're a dickhead.
Yeah, he does. But maybe now he will have a chat with us.
Ask him to tell you about the case. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case.
That sounds like an easy one to get started.
Let's do that right now.
And then maybe chat with Kuno.
Yes?
Tell me about the cat. Oh, yeah.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Yes, the brief. Tell me.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Oh, he's a
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay.
Continue.
I'm really trying, you guys.
What about Inter?
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Just also look at our stupid gloves at the moment, which is going to help when we do the field autopsy in a moment. Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
Okay. So that was deliberate.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
So what do we want to say here? There is hold on, and the RCM is... Of course, you said we don't even understand everything now, so it's not to. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. What? That's... Yes. It's to solve the case, right? So maybe number one?
Top one, yeah.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
yes.
We're the police in this city.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Okay, so we're not actually cops.
We're a citizen militia.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's say that, but I think we're here to solve the case, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Nice.
3.
3? I'm interested if we're from different precincts. Why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Okay.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
Hang on, you know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Yeah, that's also
Better
great.
still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop off?
It's
Yeah.
just stupidity.
Yeah. Push
The
him.
cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So it was kind of unpoliced as an area.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Okay.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that.
Blah.
I love when the
Time
French
to
accents
settle
say.
it, they say.
Yeah.
Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Well, it sounds
Okay.
like a good person to be doing this with, right?
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Interesting.
You volunteered. What's so special? What's special? I kind of don't want to be combative, which I feel like number 1 might be a little bit combative. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I kind of like it. So it's like, so we're not going to engage in this
Sure.
brouhaha.
Yes, I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
He's pleased with himself. Oh, I like it. Okay.
What's so special about Martinez?
Yeah.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Number 3.
Yeah. Why were we sent?
He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move.
So we've got, there's can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. Or I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message?
Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. And also, I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified.
Or I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
No.
Ah! Shall we double down?
Yes.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Shit.
Oh, that's not so good.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
Maybe they sent us, we are obviously a complete and utter mess, right?
Yeah, and
but
all
maybe,
our colleagues don't like us.
no, but we do seem to be reasonably okay at sleuthing and finding details. So maybe we actually are good case solvers.
There's somebody in on it in our precinct, like in league with the Union, and deliberately sent us because we're a mess,
Oh,
so that things would get worse.
okay, interesting.
So we have to say
Yes,
that's enough
it's
of
a
that.
wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever
We
mentioned
have a
it.
task for that.
Formidable. Why did the 41st send me? Shall we? It's white check. We can retry. I think we should try it then.
Give it a go, right?
Yeah.
Guys.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
I'm going to say this
Yeah.
one. Dumb
Yeah.
brain, I'm
You
good for
look
nothing.
dumb. Oh. The lieutenant waiting for too long.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Okay.
It's currently locked, so we have to put skills into logic to open it again.
Okay.
Um,
Do we want to talk about? Shall we just leave it for now? We'll leave it for now. go do something else. Go chat on the radio. Let's go chat on the radio.
I want to talk to Kuno because we're right here.
Fuck does Kuno care?
So discuss the body first.
Talk
The
us
fuck
about the
about
body.
it?
The rest of his armor.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Okay, a mutant.
Why do you
Look
say
at
that?
him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Huh.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor.
He
Kuno
threw it away.
that shit away.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Performs a kickoff on
I love that he's just like, yeah, I did something illegal. I don't even fucking care.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Bless.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I mean,
Slash, you realized you wouldn't be able to sell it because it's too big, or at least you thought that you
You
wouldn't be
want
able
to
to
fuck
sell
on
it.
someone about
I
that
thought it
armor?
didn't fit him 'cause
Go
he's
fuck
a
the
teenager or a
mustached Union
child.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What? You want to fuck on someone about their armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. Why?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly Union cow fucker? Came
No.
around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
Cows.
so he's talking
Does
about
cow
somebody.
mean something else in a
Like rhyming
a
cockney slang?
euphemism?
No, I don't know.
I mean, people talk about cash cows, right?
I guess so.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Thanks, Kuno.
Curious,
that was
my liege.
actually.
Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, why are you
Yes.
telling me this information,
Yeah,
Kuno?
Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Thanks, Kuno.
Still,
I appreciate your
seems
pity.
suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Shall I ask this just because we haven't asked it and we're here?
Yes.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Top one.
Contusion is a bruise.
Yeah.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
All right, Kuno.
All right, man.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Okay.
Oh.
Great.
Okay, we're good. Done, right?
Yeah, how do I get out of this conversation?
Last one. Last one.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Okay.
I think we're out, right? Last one. We're
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking care.
Thanks, Kuno.
Thanks, Kuno. You're just great.
So, do we have to do a field autopsy? Because I'm keen to do two things: field autopsy and call the
The
bartender.
rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy.
Okay.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
'Cause I thought he
and
needed
takes
some
a
time.
deep breath.
What exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
I mean, I really feel like autopsies should not be done on the field.
Also, we've got our gloves on. We're ready to go.
We're ready.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit.
Great.
And the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Oh, I'm kind of keen to just get in there. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. We can ask what a field autopsy is, though, and say we've forgotten. I'm keen to just like slice some bits open.
Okay, let's get in
There
there.
truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Sure, if you want to be helming the charge,
I'll
then
ask
that's
you
fine.
when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes.
Great.
Okay. Where should I take
In
these
your
notes?
paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form.
Oh no, we've lost the fucking paperwork.
Of course I've lost the paperwork. I've lost everything.
Now they only have one paperwork too.
Oh, he'll have paperwork.
Officer,
Right?
what haven't you lost?
I still have my disco trousers.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, this one? My shoes, I have both of them. I found the other one too.
I like the disco trousers.
I still have my disco
yes,
trousers.
barely. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually. But only if it helps move things along.
Let's say sorry.
I'm sorry I lost everything.
Yes, well,
It's okay to cry, Runkari.
Let's work off yours.
right.
Yeah.
The autopsy form is near the end.
Okay, we'll open it at the. Oh, do we have to get his notes? Oh. I feel like that might be a bit rude.
Take a peek.
You find a moment as the lieutenant inspects the dead man's fingernails. Just a few glances. The pages are filled with a bulky freehand that's nearly illegible.
I do apologize if any of you can hear my washing machine in the background.
It's perhaps fine.
It's probably fine.
I think it's okay. We're worth look at the line.
You can make out a case with a curious title. The Man with the Hole in His Head.
So we've got check out the man with the hole in his head, or try to understand what the lieutenant has written about the case, or search for something about ourselves. I doubt that he would have written anything about ourselves.
Yeah, I could.
I'm quite curious about this because he
Well,
doesn't
let's
have
do
a
it.
hole in his head, does he?
So it must be some other case, right?
This appears to be a case investigated about 3 weeks ago. A workplace accident. The titular character's wife tries to get compensation. The company was not forthcoming. It's hard to make out if the hole was fatal.
What? But it's a body with a. Okay, fine. What about the case at hand?
It's very hard to draw conclusions. All you can make out is that he is in a hurry to solve the case. The tempo of the handwriting says as much, and that there are a lot of notes in there. Most of them are made prior to arriving at the scene, in preparation.
Nice, good job.
It's not spelled out explicitly, but the lieutenant fears a tear is forming between the liberal moralist establishment of Revachol and her populist citizenry. This populist force, a potpourri of far right and left, is exemplified in the Débardeurs Union.
Interesting. This is one of the things we have points in, right?
Yes.
So that was a...
Their strike, if allowed to escalate into violence,
Nice.
adds to the growing sense of civil war in the city. He's extremely neutral, even in his notes. But avoiding this escalation is Kim's primary concern when dealing with the situation in Martinez.
Which, fair enough. We
Let's
don't
have a
want
quick-
people to start killing each other, right?
Yeah, let's have a quick nosy about ourselves. I'm sure there's nothing, but.
You're probably imagining it. The notes are very hard to decipher at a glance, so don't draw any conclusions from this. But it's not a glowing review, so to say. The 41st, as you're referred to, comes across as somewhat less than competent. It's not explicitly stated that the lieutenant doesn't trust you. There's just nothing positive in there.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, that's fair. We're getting pretty low on health and morale, so
Okay.
we should be careful about not upsetting
not good.
ourselves.
Trust among officers is extremely important. If you don't improve your rapport, there could be consequences down the line.
Okay, that's great to know. Though,
Okay,
right?
so
Yeah.
we need to improve our morale.
What?
And our relationship with him. Let's open it up.
Autopsy
The dead man
form.
stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
Let's begin.
Let's
Yeah.
try to
It's
do
you.
this properly. Oh, fuck. Now I'm suddenly like, I'm looking at our morale and our health, and I'm like, fuck, we actually need to not fuck this shit up. Let's leave it empty for
The
now.
corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says,
Coroner's case number.
KK57 0803.0815.
How do you know that
Off by heart.
off by heart?
Next,
Name.
next, NA. Roughly 50.
Okay.
try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Go with the thing. I'm gonna write 42.
I'm gonna write
He
42.
nods.
Race. Mondial. What does that mean?
Don't know.
Fair
Crack
to
out your
olive skin
French.
from the Isola
French.
of Muindi.
Oh, okay.
This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
I'm writing
The
it down.
pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
6.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Oh my gosh. I'm just.
Nor
Do our
does
job,
he
do
look
our job.
male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of
We're
death.
still going with March 4th. 51.
Okay.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
Okay.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial
Yeah,
examination.
what is treatment?
What are we?
Are we talking like
mean by
medical
that?
treatment or some other?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Oh.
I'm not sure because Kuno's been throwing shit
Yeah.
at it.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation.
Good point, Issa.
Your central
thinking
nervous
about that.
system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
I'm interested in. I feel like they've done a really good job of, at first glance, making this feel like it's our world, but the more we find out, we realize it's not our world at all.
No.
somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the
I
shed.
assume it's a memory.
Yeah. Nick Feuerbach. Is that us?
Ah,
And that's presumably a baby, right?
yes.
Interesting. Although that came from Esprit de Corps, which is specifically the one that's about our connections with the police force.
Yes, that's right.
So it could be not us.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And
Interesting.
so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
So maybe it's not
Interesting.
a memory, it's just talking to us about all of our other officers dealing with bodies.
But how would we know that? Are we
I
psychic?
don't know.
We should start the post-mortem.
Yeah.
All right,
The
let's
corpse
begin.
cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket
Start from
of
the
boxes
start, eh?
and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Well, I mean, the corpse has had a chat with us, so, kind of does meaningfully interact
Sure.
with its surroundings. All right, let's just go through this. External examination.
Yeah.
Sorry about the cat noises.
Close.
She'll settle.
The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Fuck off,
Babrodin,
Kuno.
yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Okay, honey.
The boots
Writing
are
it down.
ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
We had that
Oh.
option to remove the boots. I'm glad we didn't. We've ripped his leg off.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Interesting.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky.
We think.
It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Sounds pretty, actually.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Okay.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters.
It's tall.
Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Huh, interesting. So the fact that it's been so cold has actually helped preserve the body, even though it's not very preserved.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Oh, do we want to touch the corpses here?
Sure, why not?
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
That's interesting that we've got stroke or stroke gently specifically.
Yes, gently.
Let's do
The
that.
stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove,
Wow,
like
that's-
thread off a ragdoll's head.
That's quite,
We don't want
There
that.
must
We
be
don't.
brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Write it down,
Adding the
adding the
brilliantine.
brilliantine. Yeah.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fuck you, Kuno.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Okay, Kuno.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp,
Oh.
and chest, consistent with predation.
We're not amending for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Okay.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature
Don't we
mark.
have cutters?
We've got something,
You've
yeah.
got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Let's do number 2.
Rubber gripped cutters or chain cutters?
They're both chain cutters. Oh, the rubber, yeah. No, they're both chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber grip cutters. I think the
I
second
don't
one.
think these are chain cutters though. He's just saying that they're chain cutters. But these are probably work, right?
Okay, yes.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Fuck, we'll try.
He just gave us a look like.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Well, we shot him down safely.
No, he ain't.
Ish.
Your pig's a boring fuck.
It's medium.
Ooh,
Look for a good spot to cut.
look for a good spot to cut.
Yeah.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
This is so fucking gross. you people of the internet, you're forcing us to deal with this grossness.
because right now I was like, I'm wanting to snack, and I'm like, is it an appropriate time to be
Yes,
snacking?
it's an inappropriate time to be
Is
snacking.
the weak spot. The chain
Oh.
cutters fit in there. Steady now. like a flower arranger.
I think that went up.
2 cuts.
It went
and
up.
It should
Which-
come
It was
loose.
low and now it's high.
Just a note, because that's happened several times now where we've tried something. It gives you an opportunity to look.
Gain more information.
Exactly, and then it makes the roll easier. So we should just think about that when we're being asked to do something. There might be an option that we need to take.
Yeah. Okay.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already, they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to
Okay,
get a
so
better
both of us
look.
gasp and both of us have our hands on our faces.
We got snake eyes. This is the first time we've failed like an easy check. I feel like saying fuckity fuck. Like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we can pull out and
Yeah,
start
yeah.
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to
Oh
your aid.
shit.
Cut some more. I don't want to rotate. That sounds bad. Or is it? Hang on. Jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yep, somewhere in there. They're already deep in the flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then rotate.
A really, really bad smell is coming from there now.
Oh shit.
And
Fuck, just
some
cut, just
kind
cut,
of
just cut,
cracking
just cut,
sound.
just cut.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggot. Corpse fucking time.
Oh, gross.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first.
Oh, thank
I
goodness.
think I have a strategy.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go,
He
here we go,
sinks
here we
the
go.
cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts with his elbow to his knee for precision.
Smart.
Thank you.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving our ask. Kitsuragi, we appreciate it. He hands us back the chain cutters and kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
I thought it was the mic wiggling, and then I was like, oh, it's on yours too.
Ezra's just very kindly shut the door so that
Cut
can't
down
hear
on
our...
some.
Just so long as the cat doesn't notice the door's shut.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
No! Let's get up and see!
These
I
kids.
fucking knew it.
Part of me is finding them endearing, and another part of me is finding them super annoying.
Oh, yes, I completely agree with that. I'm like, fuck
Genitalia
off, but
is
also they've
male
got a good story
and
to tell.
remarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals.
I mean, do we have to?
The dead man's penis is average sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
The reason why I said
I'm actually
Friends.
genuinely having
Momo
trouble
looks,
keeping my gorge down.
very unwell. Momo looks up, but the reason why I said we should inspect it is when we touched the hair, we got more information. Oh, you're having trouble. Like,
Back
I'm
is
sure
symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Oh, that's interesting. Right-handed? Potentially?
Yeah, he presumably had a fight with the people who were trying to grab him.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering
Okay.
about 30% of his skin.
So he's been in the wars before. And there was a thing earlier, about how the gear that he had was like too good for his role. So maybe he's had it from a previous...
Or some
From
other.
wounds
Yeah.
sustained over 2, maybe more decades,
Oh.
dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Yes.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
I got that.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for? Il Corvo di Cappadocia.
Top one.
Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
I know, but
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Fair enough.
Ooh. That's all
Just
for
like
the
me.
external. Well done. What next?
Internal. Oh, this is going to be grim. You ready?
I wonder if we should do it the opposite way around, though, because he's already having trouble holding his...
Sure.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination.
I was
first,
wrong.
Thoroughly. Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Do we?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to say no.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips,
Just,
black and viscous.
I want you to know right now, friends, that Momo is his face turned away from the microphone, shirt up above the nose for a moment there, and I think holding in.
Oh, I can't even look.
It cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact.
I mean, that would be
and
normal, right?
remarkable.
I don't know.
If it's the hyoid bones in the throat.
Oh, so that makes
So
sense.
if
Yes.
yeah.
Was strangled.
Respiratory
yeah.
system.
Hanged, rather.
He backs off and, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound.
That's interesting.
Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Yeah, look at
Look
No
inside.
scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again.
Let's not look
Straight
deeper
in that
inside.
mouth
Let's
of
look
his.
deeper.
Well, what if we throw up on the corpse?
We're not going to throw up on the corpse. Oh.
That's on you. That is on you.
Oh.
We're
You
dying.
feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
We're having a heart attack.
Yeah, help someone.
Yeah, screaming isn't happening
Try
on
to remain
account of
focused.
extreme shortness of breath. You're just making it worse. Oh God, it's painful. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so
Shit.
dark.
I didn't think that would
You
happen.
don't even see her face, like you always thought you would. You
Wow.
only see pain and fear.
I'm going to have some chocolate now.
By the way, I'm really sorry about how noisy my creaky chair is. It's got like all these different places where it makes noises, and I can't really do anything about it.
Cop
Okay.
suffers final heart attack.
Oh,
A detective
we died!
lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death,
Why would we just pass
though
out?
abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, The officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Right, so what happens
Load.
now? Did it autosave during any of that?
Let's give it a... Oh, hang on.
That's not the date today.
Uh-uh.
Fuck!
Hang on.
We're going to have to do all of that again.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
Well, we learned a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess we'll come back to
that
all
point.
of you when we've done that again. We might try and preserve some of our morale this time.
That's a great idea. Let's not be so down on ourselves, eh?
See you soon.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it would happen.
They had warned us earlier that if our health dropped to 0, the game would end.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Here we are, folks. This is an area where we got a bit of a morale cut. So we're going to say something different this time.
I reckon the top or the bottom one. I'm the finest case solving blah, blah, blah.
good job.
Yeah.
No joke, of course, rest assured. I have no intention to compete with you.
Yeah.
It's good we set this thing aside.
Yeah, nice.
Was
Okay.
there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Okay, so I think we survived that without a loss
Yes,
of morale
it's
this
a wholly
time.
We
pointless
did.
matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Oh, so this one here, we lost last time, didn't we?
We did.
I wonder if there's a way we could
I reckon we should try it.
get more information, though. You know how...
I think with this one, we can retry it regardless.
Should we go through this?
Okay.
Just in case that gives us a little bit more information and then try it. Okay, I think you should know that I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Yeah.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Oh.
Ooh.
Maybe number 3. I'm lacking in basic information even about this organization we're in.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble
okay,
then,
amazing.
I can give you an orientation.
And then I think we just say, I'm afraid it's a medical situation. And move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
No, I feel like we might... I'm just worried we might damage our morale.
Okay.
Focus
yeah.
on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Okay.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Let's try.
He's getting mad.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Top one.
Okay, we're not going to say this time. We're saying this
If
one.
you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent?
Okay, let's get out of here.
Don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
Okay,
so we're going to do the
I'm going to
autopsy?
just say that.
Yes. But friends, we're going to do the autopsy and we'll bring you back into that part.
Steady now.
All right,
Like a
we're gonna
flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
we're gonna give this a go again. And
Again,
we're
and
hoping.
who knows, the dice might favour us this time. As you can see, we've got full morale because we didn't investigate the notes about ourselves. So let's see what happens.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap.
Nice.
The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The
So-
rope rises to a point. leaving a gap
Okay,
in
this
the
is the
ligature
same
mark.
now.
The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
We died not because of our morale, but because of our health last time.
Yes, we did.
Just
we
a
did.
note. We,
But I think both of them caused death.
Okay.
I think.
Do we have any items that can increase our health? Just so. Anyway.
I think we've got stuff that can increase our morale, but not.
Our health. Okay.
And I don't know if we can get into that. We can't get into our handbag while we're in a.
Let's finish this up then.
All right, here we are,
Hands.
folks. This is where we were.
No scream.
We're
no
not going to
sigh
look
of
deeper
relief
inside.
rises from
Okay.
the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Hepatobiliary, NA.
What does hepatobiliary mean?
Yeah. Why? Just let's ask.
Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think
Neither
so.
am I.
Okay.
And that's it?
That's it. Same
Okay.
for toxicology and serology.
Okay, well,
NA.
how would we know that here?
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck.
Cool.
Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
This is the last field on the list. He looks around on the ground, the pool of feces there.
Great.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Omit the voila.
What's
Voila.
next on the list?
We want to make him sound good in the report. I feel like that's part of building
Yeah,
rapport
I feel
with
like
him.
we need to. Yeah, we were
Professionalism.
specifically concentrating on trying to build rapport with Kim right now. So we're just being a bit careful, eh?
Yes.
Even though it's funny to say things like voila. I have a massive pet peeve. I've only struck this like written down a couple of times, but I've heard people say it and been like, I wonder if they're saying that the way I've seen it written down. I've seen people write voila as WALLAH. Voila.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I don't think they know that they're saying a French word. I
Oh,
think they
they've only ever
believe
heard it.
the word is voila.
Maybe they've only ever heard it.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And I just, it really, it grinds my gears. Okay, description
see.
of injuries.
We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Shall I just do these and then do that?
Not see,
Head,
number 3
chest,
finishes
and
the
scalp
autopsy though.
bite mark injuries.
Okay.
Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Okay.
And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal.
Non-fatal.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Okay.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath
Non-fatal.
the description of injury, 2 boxes.
Right. Next,
So, I just wanna.
What's the 4th injury field
nothing.
for?
Just in case.
Okay, thanks.
Ah,
I just wanted to
interesting.
know.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The
Oh, that's
hyoid bone
huge.
is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No
Right.
signs
So
of pulse.
presumably he, instead of suffocating to death, like his. Although he said that because when you hang someone, one of 2 things happens: either their neck breaks and they die straight away, or they slowly suffocate. Right?
And this person has not clawed at their neck.
Yeah.
Which, anyway.
But it does sound like he's suffocated, right? Because they had said there wasn't any problems with the spine, right?
Well, they said the hyoid bone is fractured.
Yeah, but that's the throat.
Don't know.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
fatal.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
We leveled up.
Nice. And we got a skill point.
He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up and pronounce his field autopsy over. Okay.
Let's give him back his notebook. Oh, first, how'd it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional.
We're so professional.
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
Okay.
Oh, don't take
The
away your
lieutenant
car yet.
looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. You
What's he
tilt your
hesitating
head,
about?
also looking at the corpse.
We're both hesitating.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's
hang on.
always something.
Tell me something, dead man, before we try this.
Yes. Yeah, tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
No.
What was it killed you then? Love or communism?
You said love killed you, but when you fell down, you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me,
Ooh.
Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Costa.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something.
I can't be
That's
Jesus,
right.
Harry.
Harry.
I refuse.
Good for you.
I don't want to say.
I don't wanna say
stable
that bottom
boring.
one.
Nah. Okay, cool. Enough then. And then let's
Come
just see where we
back
get to
later,
with our legendary
Corporal.
check.
Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible,
Should we
also
not
see me in your dream.
What do we think?
Well, what I'm curious about is if we go into our
Extra point?
What
did it need?
perception.
Perception.
Where is
Alright.
it?
Bottom
Oh,
left.
we've already got a point in perception.
But perception is treating us very well. We did want something in physique. But I do think that perception's treating us very well.
I mean, that's always the thing with these sorts of games is like, do you get really, really, really good at a couple of things and accept that you'll be fucked with a whole lot of other stuff? Or do you try to kind of have a more balanced approach? What's your general preference when you play these sorts of games like D&D and stuff?
I tend to...
Do a balance?
No.
You tend to go hard with
Yeah.
a couple things?
Yeah.
I tend to go balance, but I'm willing to do something different this time.
Well, how about this? Let's, in general, go balance, but for this particular one, let's just put one more into perception because it's going to serve us well long term anyway.
True.
And just from here, go a little bit more balanced.
All right. Level up.
Oh, have we got another point? Have we got another point?
We've got another point.
All right, there we go. Let's go into some physique then. What does endurance give us?
Endurance was the thing that we were failing on when we died.
Oh, don't let the world kill you. I feel like that's probably an excellent one.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at our other physique ones again?
Sure.
Sorry, thank you.
Shrug off pain,
Okay,
flex powerful muscles, and enjoy healthy organs.
that sounds good as well. I don't want that one.
Don't want that one. Raise the hair on your neck. It's just like catch
kind of
vibes.
like that.
I do too.
Yeah, and I don't want that one right now. What about shivers or endurance? How do you feel
I reckon
about this?
endurance now and maybe shivers a little bit later because we haven't had any things come up that were shivers related so far.
Okay, let's do that. Let's go endurance. Great, I'm happy with those.
Okay, accept.
Cool. It's gone up a
we
few
are from
percent.
3 to 8.
It's
Great.
doable again. It's a white check, so let's give it a go, eh?
Never know. The dice
You
might.
run your hands over the victim's cold
Oh, well.
body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Fingernails, yeah?
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them.
I
That's
don't need
all.
to look at his junk again.
Do you think we missed something?
I
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes.
There's something we're not
Okay,
seeing.
well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where do we find a fridge?
Where do we find Fridge?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Looks at Kuno. Do you notice we've got one more health?
Oh, hey, that must be from the
Yeah.
endurance,
Fuck
right?
are you looking at, Beano, man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Kuno, don't stress
Yeah,
about it.
Only
You're
if
going to be
all
right.
else fails.
Let's hurry then.
Let's go.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay, so we need to do the fridge first.
First, okay.
All right, well, I'm suggesting we leave it now. We leave it here.
How long have we been playing for?
Roughly, well, we did stop in between for about 10 minutes, but still, there's a good length. And I feel like this has been illuminating, interesting.
Very interesting.
Friends, I hope you enjoyed that autopsy.
What a phrase! What a phrase to add to our. Shall we eat a bamboozled bean before we sign off?
So, friends, I was away in Wanaka over the weekend, and I got us one of those classic Jelly Belly Bean Boozled ones. You know, the ones that have terrible flavours mixed in with good ones, and they're all kind of like sneaky hidden. Does that make sense?
yeah, like Birdie Bot's every flavour bean. So there's
They even smell bad.
yum ones and gross ones that look exactly the same. What are our options? We've got cappuccino or liver and onions. Pick a colour and
pick
we'll
a colour.
describe that, otherwise it's going to take forever to go
Okay,
through
I'm
all
going to
the
go with...
flavours. I do not
I'm
want to
afraid.
try the old bandage flavour.
Okay, I'm going for it. I'm going for that one. So the one I'm looking at could either be pomegranate or old bandage, which... No fucking clue what that...
Is this trying to smell it? She's making a frowny face. I don't think that's a good one. Here, here's a tissue.
I don't even know how to describe that. Like, because it's Jelly Bellies, they're sweet anyway, right?
Yeah.
But there's just this pungent, I don't know how to describe pungent taste that rolls over the tongue like a invading force. Terrible.
An invading force.
So what are your options there?
This is either Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti. I think it's Stinky Socks. Just from smelling it.
I thought from selling it mine might be the bandage, but my beans in there too. Ugh. Well, friends, there you go. Go try your bean boozleds. I don't want any
It
more.
just tasted like celery.
Okay, so we will come back. We're going to find a fridge. That's the priority, right?
Blech. I'm going to go get a glass of water.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And thank you for encouraging us to play some more of this. I think if we can get a little bit more health and stuff, we might get a little bit more wild in some of our choices.
Because you could see that, like, we want to do that, but then we die.
Oh, it was such a bad taste in my mouth now.
Friends,
I like how you tried one and then you were like, I now regret having purchased these.
Yes, a whole packet of them. So go get yourself some weird beans. And we will catch you next time.
See you then. Bye. Don't make a deal with a witch.
Don't make a deal with a witch.
Yeah, like Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
I'll get you some.